Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Actually, I didn't, but I was getting the updates over the phone via the internet, and way to go, Seahawks. God, I really hate the Broncos. Yeah, Peyton Manning, you got embarrassed. Anyway, I guess there's a big, big, big discussion, brouhaha, over Coca-Cola having an ad with God Bless America in a language or languages other than English. Personally, I think it's disrespectful. I think they're pandering. There's just certain things that are pure. It's kind of like the American flag. You know, you don't put Obama's face on the American flag. I guess it's almost sacrilegious. You know, a lot of these things don't really mean that much to me. I could give or take. But some things, even if I don't agree with it, it's just pure. I might not agree with the Bible, but you don't desecrate it. It's just some things you just don't do unless you just want to show disrespect. You know, yeah, if I had a Koran, I'd probably pee on it. But I'm showing disrespect. You don't come and for Coke, which is about as American as it gets, to do that, what were they thinking? No, were they thinking? What was the result they were trying to produce? To unite the country or perhaps divide the country? I mean, I actually heard about this on a few different places, and one of it, they were talking about how it was under things that matter, like question mark. Does Coke doing that, does that really matter? Well, yes, it does matter. And the reason it matters is because it gets into the political climate of this country. And to me, it's a display, a demonstration of how we veered off the path. I mean, personally, God Bless America, you know, after 9/11, they used to start singing that during the 7th inning stretch at the ball games. And I was upset. That's my personal opinion because, hey, I pay my money. I want to go see ball game. I don't want all this political propaganda, you know, flying the flag and having airplanes fly over and honoring the troops during a baseball game or football game or whatever. Because it shouldn't be mixing in politics, because we know it's propaganda. We know the freedoms that need to be protected, our freedoms that need to be protected, aren't under assault from foreign. It's domestic. And, you know, our soldiers, they take an oath to uphold and protect the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I'm just waiting for some rogue general, actually it would be a rogue, but some patriotic general to say, hey, Washington, D.C., straighten up, or, you know, me and the soldiers, we're going to march. That's what really needs to happen. But Coke, you blew it. Now, I might catch a lot of flack for this, but you know what? That's part of the First Amendment. Freedom of speech. I don't have to think like anybody else, but I can say it. You don't have to listen. You know, it's funny because somewhere on the Facebook I saw this with a little posters. It says, how to start an argument. Post your opinion, wait. That's all you have to do, is if you state your opinion, you know, the haters will come out and tell you you're wrong. Well, maybe I am wrong, but that's okay. I mean, I don't even think it's a question of right or wrong. I think it's a question of what we want this country to be and how do we get it back to where we came from. You know, a lot of people want to go back to the original Constitution. Well, we all know there's a few problems with that. You know, like women couldn't vote, things like that. I couldn't vote. So there were some fixes we needed, but some of this other stuff, like a man marrying a dog in California, are you freaking kidding me? Did you see about that? Once again, you know, perverse is perverse. You know, there's a joke, you know, what's the difference between kinky and perverse? You know, kinky's doing it with the feather, perverse is using the whole chicken. Well, you know what? Having God Bless America sung in a language other than English, that's perverse. My fellow Americans, you need to wake up and smell the tyranny.